My name is Mohammed Yahya. By the time I was 1 year old, I was forced to run away from my country because of a civil war. It was a very destructive, painful civil war that left more than 1 million people dead. So myself, my sisters and my parents, we were forced to run away to Lisbon, which is the capital of Portugal. And that's where I lived for the first 10 years of my life.
It's just a word, isn't it? It's just a name. What's in a name? I'll give you one name that means so much to me, that makes me want to be a better believer.
And in my household, there was always music. My mum would always listen to music, and my father would listen to a lot of music, very diverse music, from Brazilian music to traditional African music. When I was 10, I moved to London. I started listening to a lot more hip-hop. And at the time, I couldn't understand the language, but I just felt the rhythm, I felt the vibe, and there was something about it. So the more my English developed, the more I could understand hip-hop and the message that was being propagated for the music that I was listening to. And I could relate to that message. I could relate to, being treated as a second-class citizen.
Get it? I stopped and thought about it for a second, wondering if that's the place where my mum is resting, connecting thoughts with my ancestors while Allah tries to guide us through his silent lectures. He said, youngsters nowadays only care about their daily sessions, so he often questions the unknown direction of these adolescents, suppressing their affection because they taught it's nothing but a sign of weakness. But understanding the importance of love, he tried to preach this.
Ultimately, what I want to do is just be able to propagate a universal message of peace, of love and understanding. I also speak out against injustices that are being committed in my society and also overseas. I want to be the voice of those that don't have a voice, whether it's in Tibet, whether it's in Palestine, whether it's in Darfur. Anyone that is being mistreated and doesn't have a voice, I want to speak out for them and make the rest of the world aware of the difficulties that they may be facing.
Everything in life is connected to the light. If it isn't feeling right, then you're living in a... Go ahead and twist the laws. You speak about the wars, not understanding my position, what I'm repping for. I stand for peace and preservation of life. Regardless of your faith, I back you if your stance is right. Right?
4.5 years ago, I traveled to West Africa, a country called Gambia, very beautiful country. And there I experienced this beautiful brotherhood. And it was a brotherhood that I'd never experienced in UK. And I saw the way that the people were very, very poor, but yet very giving and very sharing. And when I asked them, why do you do this? And why are you so caring? Why are you so, giving? They would say, this is Islam. So that made me really want to kind of understand what Islam really was, because even though I'd lived in this country for so many years, I never experienced that brotherhood and that Islam. So I came back to UK and I studied Islam, and I realized that a lot of negative views that I had with Islam weren't actually to do with Islam, but they were more to do with the Muslims, and they weren't living their life according to the teachings of Islam. But anyway, to cut a long story short, I decided to convert to Islam. So that was just under 5 years ago, and it's been the most beautiful thing and the most beautiful journey that I've ever experienced.
Most merciful, I'm the most thankful. I seek refuge in you from the whisperer of evil. Peace to my boy and his beautiful missus. Holy matrimony of the most opus lyricist. Granted a chance in life, I appreciate things you carefully construct to create, and I disapprove of hate with my bro Jay Sash. Shouts to precise daily stone fist. That steak looks nice, fresh seasoning, sizzling grilled. That's what I envision, chilling in the summer breeze with an open kitchen, playing tag with the kids, water fights, milkshakes, ice creams, calling the Adhan, salam alaikum to my fam. We bow to our maker, humble in our hearts, surrendering to peace till death do us part. And no matter what the media says, we still make halal music with dead prayers. No one can stop us.